Welcome, gamers, to some Dauntless news. Yes, we have some big news coming out of the Dauntless Phoenix Labs studios. We have Dauntless Awakening update coming soon, TM. It was supposed to be in summer, then it was supposed to be in November, and now it is supposed to be before the end of the year. Hopefully, we will see it before the end of the year, a big old Christmas update, if you will. But I'll be going ahead and reading all these notes out to you guys. So, if you like this commentary with a smooth talking voice, if you perceive this as a smooth talking voice, like the video and subscribe to the channel. There will be more updates and stuff like this coming in the future, hopefully. Hopefully, now that we have waited for so long, we will start getting some regular updates again. It's been, what, 2 years? It's been about 2 years since the previous update, so those who have been loyal and faithful to the game have been a little bit starved for content. I'm not sure if it's exactly been 2 years, but it's been quite some time since we've gotten anything super duper interesting. Actually, I think it's been 2 years since, like, the newest Behemoth, and then it's been, like, about a year since the last update. I want to say Reforge, or Gauntlet, was in 2023. Anyway, regardless, let's get into the TLDR here, and I'm just going to read this all out for you right off, rattle it off in one shot. We have the new Behemoth Karkanos, we have new weapons and progression, we have weapon swapping, we have armor progression and cells update. Builds will never be the same again, guys. We have new hunt pass and canisters, we have new cosmetic sets and bundles, we have streamlined questline, we have improved loadouts, we have elemental status updates, we have Behemoth reworked, we have new fauna, we have streamlined buffs, we have Ramsgate updates. So yes, this is going to be one big ol' update to the game, worthy of a 2.0 update, I would say. And let's get into the individual aspects of this. So we have Karkanos, the new Behemoth, formerly known as codename Crudge. Dauntless is getting its first new Behemoth in a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. I think it was 2022. Was it 2022? It might have been 2022, gamers. Man, it makes me feel old. I've been talking about Dauntless for 4 years now. So this is a community-built Behemoth. They have a learn more about Karkanos here. The here is a different link. I'm not going to go over that. We're going to go over just this page today. Karkanos would drop the parts needed to build a new set of Karkanos armor. There will be also rumor for Karkanos-inspired dye. You gotta finish those rumor quests right, and we'll be able to encounter Karkanos via the island event on a new Umbral Hunting Grounds map, the Twilight's Domain. Keep going through the news here. We've got new weapons and progression. We have 7 unique weapons available through early quests: the Silver Sword, the Living Branch, the Skies of Ostia, the Fury of the Mountain, the Nether Lights, the Twin Suns, and the Golden Claws. So this is basically what I would imagine is a Twin Suns and Silver Sword for every weapon now. But we'll be getting one for each weapon, and that will be a pretty PogChamp moment, if I do say so myself. And there will be 11 more unique weapons in exchange for a currency called Weapon Tokens, as if we needed another currency, right, guys? But they're obtained from hunt passes, free and paid weekly challenges, or purchase with platinum. So this is a middleman situation. We're not selling you weapons for platinum. You can just buy the weapon tokens with platinum, and then you can buy the weapon. So you can just buy the weapon, is what I'm basically trying to say. We have the Anvil, we have Bane and Balm, we have Eternal Winter, Firestorm, the God Hand, the Hunger, the Molten Edict, Oathkeepers, Reaper's Edge, Thunder Soul, and To and Fro. So let me try to see if we can figure this out. So we have the God Hand, the Hunger, the Molten Edict that have already been in commission here. Hammer, Chainblades, Axe, Pike, Sword, Strikers. So they just forgot Repeaters in this. So now Repeaters are going to just have the Twin Suns. And so who got 2 is the question. We have, because there are 11 weapons here. The question is, who got 2? These ones were already in the game, so I guess we shouldn't really count those. It looks like we got 2 axes coming, as well as 2 sets of chain blades. We're getting pretty stacked on unique weapons here, is basically what I'm just trying to say. In addition, every weapon has a unique legendary ability, can be powered up to level 60, and has 25 unlockable talents, including boosts to special, active, and passive abilities. Now, I don't understand what they mean by boosting the weapon to level 60. I did not play the beta test for Dauntless here, but I'm guessing that's what the new system is sort of going to be. We power the weapons up to a level 60, and then once you're at level 60, you've kind of beaten the game for that weapon, if you will, and you have to just go through the rest of them, if I'm understanding that correctly. If I'm not, just correct me in the comments. And then something very interesting happening here is the Crown of the Committed. We've already mentioned with this update comes the retirement of the Reforge system, so anybody who has reached level 10 Reforge on each weapon is going to get a unique crown here, which, to the understanding, would never be available in the game ever again. So we're talking going forward a few years from now, if you want something unique that is going to be pretty rare for people to see, for the people who are currently playing the game, then the Crown of the Committed is something that you might want to try picking up. Don't worry, gamers, there's still plenty of time to get yourself to Reforge level 10 on every weapon. So yeah, something cool that will never be available again. I think that's a pretty good perk for getting rid of the Reforge system. But, you know, that's just the nature of Dauntless. This is a live service game. It's going to update and change over time. And there are going to be some aspects of that that are negatives, some aspects of that that are positives. I'd say taking away the shiny 1,000, 2,000 Reforge numbers from some people is going to be a negative, but, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. And then I heard a rumor about there maybe being something done for somebody who has gotten 100 Reforges on a single weapon. I wouldn't lend too much credibility to that rumor personally, but, you know, we'll see what happens. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. I wouldn't worry about that one too much because you're going to get this, and this will never be available again type thing already. So you'll be getting something at least. Armor progression and cells. Armor will be critical to your builds as the main source of buffs and perks. It will be upgradable until level 20. So you have 4 pieces at level 20. Does that make a level 80? That's up to you to decide. Armor will be the only place to use cells, which now serve the support the perk system, helping you lock in perks. Note that once cells are attached to an armor, they're locked in. Removing the cell or swapping to a different one will destroy the original cell, so it's kind of a consumable, if you will. So we're adding more consumables. Cells are consumable now, so you need to be farming cells a little bit if you want to be able to change your builds around. Learn more about the armor update here. Maybe I should actually do some more reading on this stuff, but I think I'm getting the gist of it. I'm a pretty seasoned Dauntless veteran, if I do say so myself, so I kind of understand the bulk of what's happening here. Moving on, we have canisters. So this is a new thing. As we introduced earlier, canisters are a new to Dauntless approach to offering cosmetics. We understand that loot box mechanics are a sensitive subject. It's a loot box, gamers. It's a loot box. Hold to open with platinum. Buy platinum. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. This is essentially saying, hey guys, we need some extra cash. If you could, please donate. We need some more money. And you'll get a cool cosmetic. Yeah, whoa. But what if you get the same one twice? You know, free pulls from these canisters will be available in the Hunt Pass. Additional pulls will be purchased with platinum. Okay, so there's at least some free pulls, so you don't have to buy these cosmetics with those. But honestly, this is just a different way to buy cosmetics, so I'm not really bugging about that. Except so these percentages only add up to about 30% chance to get a cosmetic. I would hope that the other contents of the canister are not just like rams or something. Like, I've got 17 million rams. I am not in need of rams. That's not worth 300 platinum to me to roll. So maybe that's the actual pay-to-win aspect of it. I'm not sure. That's a topic for another day. In addition to the Deep Sea cosmetic set, the God Hand Armor Bundle will be making its debut as a real money purchase. Not too shabby, not too shabby. How much more do we got? All right, we've got a little more going here. So we have the main quest line. Returning Slayers will be prompted to complete these new quests to ensure that you have been properly introduced to all of the new mechanics. The main quest line has been updated to better tutorialize the game, its modes, and to reduce confusion for first-time Slayers. I think, in general, first-time Slayers are always going to be confused as to what's going on. But you just have to... The real battle is mitigating confusion, not necessarily getting rid of it completely. And with that, there's always going to be some level of, what am I doing here? Whatever, this is a trash game. I'm going to stop playing anyway, right? So I think that's kind of what they're trying to mitigate. Improved loadouts. All cosmetics, even your Slayer's appearance, will now be available to saved loadouts, allowing you to experiment with drastically different builds and self-expressions with the click of a button. And yes, that does include crowns. Elemental statuses. Radiant and Umbral are now getting statuses. Radiant. If a behemoth does an unstable move, meaning a move you can interrupt, The effect explodes, dealing minimal damage, but interrupting the behemoth. The behemoth doesn't do such a move. The effect deals a small amount of damage as it ends. Oh, okay. So it's like kind of an aura. I would guess it's kind of like an aura that surrounds the behemoth, and then if it goes into an interrupt move during the aura period, then it'll explode. I think I'm understanding the concept. I think I like it. Then we have Umbral. An Umbral cyst appears on a random part of the behemoth for 30 seconds. The cyst has 3,000 health, and when hit, deals part damage in an AoE explosion. When destroyed, they explode, dealing Umbral and heavy part damage in an AoE. So a Pangar Bomb, I think essentially this is another Pangar Bomb, which honestly, to have on every Umbral weapon, that's a pretty good bonus. And in addition, the Frost Elemental effect will now freeze the behemoth for 2 seconds instead of just slowing it down, freezing it. I don't know about 2 seconds, having to wait like a long time for 2 seconds of getting it frozen. And I can definitely foresee bugs about that. The frozen status just leading to the behemoth losing all of its AI. I think that's something that could happen. Could be a potential problem. You know what I'm saying? Then we have the Behemoth rework. Both Embermane and Valamir are getting updates to moves to make their encounters more exciting, meaning they're going to make them less punching bags. Turns out you can teach an old Embermane new tricks. Don't make it like Fenrir. Please don't make it like Fenrir. Then we have new fauna. Chaoxes, Vespers, and Orquids will be making their debut as a bigger challenge than you're used to from fauna. Oh, so they're elite fauna. I think I read something about this before. In addition, fauna drops will now include parts needed for supply crafting. Great. So we actually have to kill Grookrooks now. Yeah, Grookrooks. Thanksgiving's coming up, guys. Are you ready to go some Grookrooks? Buffs have been simplified to 6 core strategies: might, critical, speed, vitality, defense, and endurance. I'm interested in just seeing it. I don't want to get too hyped about anything before I actually get in game and see it in game. Ramsgate updates. The middleman will be leaving Ramsgate for the time being, as is Cell Cooking, to support the new streamlined Cells update. Granny Strega is taking over grenade crafting from Admiral Zai. Kat has opened up her castle for you to poke around in preparation for an upcoming arrival. Another behemoth, eh? So I think they are already working on other updates beyond this one as well. They just want to catch all of the bugs that are going on with this update to reduce player headaches when they actually get into the game again. Obviously, that's a lot. If you're still reading at this point, you're probably the kind of dedicated Slayer who has also noticed a few features that we've talked about previously that aren't on this list, including the Legends hunts and the pets. Those features are still in the works, and we're not committing to any dates for those yet. But that is just gonna about to do it, gamers. We have read through this long article, and we are going to be getting all of this relatively soon, in a month or so, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again, but you never know. Maybe we'll get this in 2026. But thank you for watching me reading the upcoming patch notes to you guys. Remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be doing more Dauntless stuff. And for old time's sake, but until then, I have been Trevor, I go by Trails, and I will catch you guys next time.